Srimad Charanand His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. ISKCON BBD Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayestu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuke Yam Syanubhavam Akhilam Sutisaramekam Adhyatma Deepam Atitir Satam Tamandam Samsarina Karunaya Puyam Tam Vyasaso Namapayami Gurur Muninam. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, the creation of the fourth order, chapter 29, talks between Narada and King Prachina Barhi, text number 32. Is that correct? Dukhe sweka tarenapi Daiva bhutatma hetusu Jivasya na vyavachchedah Syachit tat pratikriya Dukhe sweka tarenapi Daiva bhutatma hetusu Jivasya na vyavachchedah Syachit tat pratikriya Dukhe sweka tarenapi Daiva bhutatma hetusu Jivasya na vyavachchedah Syachit tat pratikriya Dukhe sweka tarenapi Daiva bhutatma hetusu Jivasya na vyavachchedah Syachit tat pratikriya Dukhe sweka tarenapi Daiva bhutatma hetusu Jivasya na vyavachchedah Syachit tat pratikriya Dukhe sweka tarenapi Daiva bhutatma hetusu Jivasya na vyavachchedah Syachit tat pratikriya Dukhesu in the matter of distresses ekatarena, from one kind, api, even, daiva, providence, bhuta, other living entities, atma, the body and mind, hetusu, an account of, jivasya, of the living entity, na, never, vyavachedaha, stopping, syat, is possible, chet, although, tat, of those miseries, pratikriya, counteraction. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The living entities are trying to counteract different miserable conditions pertaining to providence, or the living entities, or the body and mind. Still, they must remain conditioned by the laws of nature, despite all attempts to counter these laws. Please repeat. The living entities are trying to counteract different miserable conditions pertaining to providence, other living entities, or the body and mind. Still, they must remain conditioned by the laws of nature, despite all attempts to counter the laws. Purport. Just as a dog wanders here and there for a piece of bread or punishment, the living entity perpetually wanders about trying to be happy and planning in so many ways to counteract material misery. This is called the struggle for existence. We can actually see in our daily lives how we are forced to make plans to drive away miserable conditions. To get rid of one miserable condition, we have to put ourselves in another kind of miserable condition. A poor man suffers for want of money, but if he wants to become a rich, he has to struggle in so many ways. Actually, that is not a valid counteracting process, but a snare of the illusory energy. If one does not endeavor to counteract his situation but is satisfied with his position, knowing that he has obtained his position through past activities, he can instead engage his energy to develop Krishna consciousness. This is recommended in all Vedic literature. Tasyaiva hetau prayateta kovido nalabhyate yat Brahmatam upari adaha tallabhyate dukkhavat anyataha sukham kalena sarvatra govira ramhasa. Persons who are actually intelligent and philosophically inclined should endeavor only for that purposeful end, which is not obtainable even by wandering from the topmost planet, Brahmaloka, down to the lowest planet, Patala. As far as happiness derived from sense enjoyment is concerned, it can be obtained automatically in course of time. Just as in course of time we obtain miseries, even though we do not desire them. Bhagavad Gita 1.5.18. Sorry, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.18. This is the verse. Tasyaiva hetu prayate to ko vidu. One should simply try to develop his Krishna consciousness and not waste his time trying to improve his material condition. Actually, the material condition cannot be improved. The process of improvement means accepting another miserable condition. However, if we endeavor to improve our Krishna consciousness, The distresses of material life will disappear without extraneous endeavor. Krishna therefore promises, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktaha pranasyati. Chipram bhavati tu dharmatma saswat santi nigachati. That is the first line of that verse. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Bhagavad Gita 9:31. One who takes to the path of devotional service will never be vanquished, despite all miseries of the body and mind, and despite all misery brought about by other living entities and providence, miseries which are beyond our control. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Bandeham Sri Gurau Sri Yuta Padakamalan Sri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vitam Shta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Pri Vancha Kalpataro Vikshakripa Sindhu Bhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayate Girim Yap Kripa Tamaham Bande Sri Gurundinataranam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravan Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is very, very important, and practically everyone is embracing every day in their life about these miseries coming from the providence by the arrangement of the Supreme Lord, Adidayvika Klesha. These are three kleshas are explained in this verse. And the miseries are caused by other living being. Adi Bhautika, Adi Adhyatmika kleshas. And miseries from our own body and mind. Adhyatmika kleshas. Actually, these miseries for living entities are superfluous. It is not necessary. We are not required to go through all these miseries and struggle of life. But because of not understanding our own position that we are a spiritual being, we are eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and we do have so many desire in our heart to live our life, and these miseries are forced upon us by force. Somebody is imposing against our will. So every morning when we chant Guru Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Guru Puja, if we analyze this song deeply and study about the meaning of this gives us solution for this miseries and problem. Guru means spiritual teacher, guidance, instructor. Gu is a darkness. Ru means to bring out light to the darkness. And another meaning of Guru means also very heavy, who preaches the message of God, and sometimes he has to be forcefully preached to the living entities because they have no interest in it. So when we chant Sri Guru Charana Padma, here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gave some commentary on this song, that when this word Guru here is not meant for particular one person, it is addressing to the principle of Guru. In general, Guru means one who inspire you to take up Krishna consciousness, or to give you some instructions. Ultimately, even instruction comes, instruction brings inspiration, prerana. When Guru give us knowledge, but if we are not inspired to do it, when our inspiration is somewhere else, like in material world, people are inspired to do so many things. They want to go to gambling, casino. They want to go to dance club to dance. They want to go to bar, drink alcohol. They want to build up career, study. So many factors that inspire us in this material world. Many things that inspire us every day. But someone who inspires us to take up Krishna consciousness or come to God or help us to surrender ourselves to the lotus feet of the Lord, that person is known as a guru. Like if you become an inspiration for somebody else in bhakti, in a spiritual life, in spiritual path, you embrace that guru tattva. You have that element of guru, that you are helping somebody to become or to advance in spiritual life. So here he says that Sri Guru Charana Padma, the lotus feet of the spiritual master, in general sense, Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Sadma in Old Bengali means the house. House. Like in modern days Bengali, they say badi for house, right? You have any idea about Bengali language? Do you speak?
No, I don't speak.
Yeah. Apnar badi kothai, they say. Where is your house? But in here it translates shelter. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only shelter. Shelter means home, where we live. So the lotus feet of the spiritual master are the only shelter, only home of the devotion. The devotion flourishes when we remain around that spiritual teachers, guru. And we know we have a Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, Bhartma Padasaka Guru, all kind of gurus. The more you advance in spiritual life, the more you learn from so many people, so many gurus. You are not bound or limited to one person to learn. Like Dattatreya could learn from so many 24 gurus. They were not instructing him, but by seeing them, Dattatreya would learn a lesson. Like from the sky, when I see the sky, he would see how the greatness, to be greatness. By seeing somebody else, he would learn another lesson. So, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also said that my disciples are like my gurus. I inspire them and I get inspiration from them. My guru ordered me to preach the message of God, and with their help, I am being able to preach. So, they are not ordinary disciples, they are my gurus. We can see how one can be the inspiration, no matter his external position is. Either he is in the position of a spiritual master to initiate disciples, or an ordinary simple person. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur also said, like neophyte devotees also can be great gurus sometimes. Neophyte who are just coming to Krishna consciousness may not have deep philosophical understanding about philosophy, Guru Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Jiva Tattva, everything. They may not be very expert in those philosophy, but the thing we learn from them is, what do we learn from the neophyte devotees? What can we inspire from neophyte? Their enthusiasm. Have you seen when we are very new in Krishna consciousness, how inspired we are? I used to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and devotee called Patri Prabhu. You know him? No? Patridas, he's from Russia. He would come and chastise me that, you fool, you are so enthusiastic and that you are disturbing other devotees sleeping. They are doing service all day long, and this is midnight, and you are just coming and chanting in front of them, as if you are so advanced and pure. I still remember that. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, we get that inspiration, we learn inspiration from even neophyte devotees who are not even advanced in spiritual life, but they maintain that enthusiasm in the beginning. But slowly, as we advance, as we live more in Krishna consciousness, and that we start understanding more and more, then we realize our position and we become like slowly down. And at some point, people even leave Krishna consciousness because they are not inspired. They are not connecting themselves to Guru, who could inspire all the time and help us survive in Krishna consciousness. So Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Samanta, the lotus feet of the spiritual gurus is the house of the devotion. Our devotion flourishes when we live around the people who are very inspirational. So you can understand that when, because of you, some people get inspiration and come to Krishna consciousness, you are imbibing or embracing that Guru element, Guru Tattva in you. But then when we start thinking, okay, I am inspiring people, people are coming to Krishna consciousness, and now I am like a great personality and Guru. If we maintain that thought, then we may fall down again, because that leads us to pride. So we should always maintain the service attitude, even though we inspire people to come to Krishna consciousness. So this attitude of keeping ourselves in a service position, service attitude, and always remain meek and humble and inspire people in the path of Krishna consciousness, that devotion flourishes within the lotus feet of the Supreme Spiritual Master. So that's why we are singing every day. This is written by Narottam Das Thakur, the great Vaishnava Acharya. And Jahara Prasade Bhai, and then here this word Guru represent whole Guru Parampara. Each Parampara, they represent each mood to serve the Lord. Like if you go to Sri Vaishnava, they have a different mood. They have a different way of worshipping Lord. You go to Nimbarka Sampradaya, you have completely different mood. They are still worshipping the same Lord. You go to Rudra Sampradaya, they do have their own mood. When you come to Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, we have our mood that are installed by our previous acharyas. All the Goswamis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Brahmaji, Narad Muni, Srila Prabhupada, Parampara. So we have the whole solid foundation in which we have a particular mood to serve the Lord, in the mood of like the servant, Dasya, Rasa. So we have this, and furthermore, that Madhavacharya and other philosopher, Vedic philosopher, they say, even Maya is our Guru. Maya is very high connection, very high understanding. How come a Maya become Guru? Can anybody guess? What do we learn from Maya? Every day we talk, we have to be out of Maya, we should not live in Maya, we should get out from Maya. What do we learn from Maya?
I learned that it's unsatisfying. I get beat up by Maya, so I learned what not to do.
Yeah. Maya beats up, but we learn the great determination of Maya. Maya will never leave anybody until last breath. I am in a deathbed, I'm lying in a deathbed, I'm dying tomorrow. Or right now, but my mind still thinks about material enjoyment. Maya will not let me think about the Supreme Lord. So, no matter if you are Haridas Thakur, or you are Rupa Goswami, or you are insignificant Kirtan Yajna, or whoever we are, Maya will never give up her service. She always wants to drag us away from Krishna. Her determination. Prabhupada, when he was in America one time, long ago, they were walking in a cold place, it was snowing. There was a girl in a Western style clothes, not a lot of clothes, not jacket, not warm clothes, but she was like exposing herself. And Prabhupada, look at her determination, how determined she is to expose her body, even in this adverse winter condition. Prabhupada learned a lesson from her. He did not criticize her. These people, they are not civilized. He didn't say that. Look how determined she is to be exposed in the public so that she could get attention from people by exposing her body. So Maya, we learn from that lesson. It's very high. The more we advance in spiritual life, the more guru we have in our life. The more we are declining in spiritual life, the more we are attached to the material world, the more we are narrowing down and we are leaving these teachers, gurus, and then we are focusing on sense gratification. How can I gratify my senses? How can I enjoy my life? This desire, unlimited desires we have. We can guess, like, yesterday I had something else in my mind. This morning I had completely different idea. Right now I am speaking as if I am a realized soul and I am liberated soul, and I am speaking in different platform. When I come out from the classroom, when I go to my work, I have completely different thoughts in my mind. So this way we are governed by our desires every single second day in this life. And sometimes we have our mind wants to do some bhajan, some kirtan, some come to the classes, attend Mangalartis, go to temple, study Prabhupada books, other things. But these desires are incessant, this flow, unstoppable flow of desires going on at all time. And when we put all the desires in one desire, like when we combine the whole desire of this cosmic world and put in one capsule and define that desire, can anybody guess what could be that desire? What would be the most condensed, the final desire out of unlimited desires? Just guess. Nobody has to be correct, or nobody has to, no need to be wrong or right or wrong. It's not about right or wrong. Just guess. We know we have desires, but what would be the most, apart from serving Krishna? As if we think that we are all in material world, we do not know Krishna consciousness. What would be the most intensified, greatest desire that we may have? To enjoy, yes. Okay, yeah, one. To enjoy, yes. You?
To control everything.
To control everything. To be loved. Anybody else? Power, to collect power. What about you, Prabhu?
Happiness.
Happiness. Yeah, the acharyas, they say that the desire to live. Because all these small desires come within. When I live, then I can become powerful, I can be happy, I can control, I can do everything. I can do that, this controlling mentality. So because of the desire to live, that we do not want to die, we want to live in this body. That means we are so attached to material world. We are attached to body. And if we analyze how this body is made up of very closely, this body, blood, mucus, bones, skin, urine, stool. So our all focus in material world, everyone is focusing on their physical body so that I can live forever and I can enjoy. So as long as the soul remain within the filthy of the body, stool, and this that, the spiritual knowledge, inspiration never flourish in that place. We need to come out from that bodily conception of life. That's why scripture are again and again and again saying that you are not this body, you are not this body, you are not this body. You are spirit soul. Give up this attachment. Bhagavad Gita, whole Bhagavad Gita, in one word, if we analyze, do not have attachment to this world. Anasakta. Be anasakta, be detached from this. When you detach from your body, you naturally detach from this material world, society, everything, family. And then the soul come in contact with Krishna. This is where our Krishna consciousness journey begins. It's very difficult. Death is really very, very humiliation for the soul. Have you ever thought about it? We have heard so many times that I am an eternal spirit soul, but I'm dying. I have seen my father, not my father is still alive, but my other fathers, they have gone. Yesterday, we were attending a funeral ceremony for a Christian family. They were from India. They converted into Christianity. And they lived their whole life eating all uneatable food, or ignoring God, Krishna, and embracing Lord Jesus. No problem, it's fine. Jesus is also the representative of God. But when their family member died, their faith came back to Krishna. We need to do the ritual according to Hindu system because we cannot believe in Christianity. So people at least sometimes they realize, and when we see the dead body, it's like very ghastly. It's not like something we like to see. So why we die? This is what a humiliation to the soul, because when we reject Krishna and mind say, okay, being eternal, spiritual being, the loving servant of Lord, you rejected and denied and you're living your life separate from them, then I'll put you in trouble that you die, birth, take birth, death, birth, death, birth. This is a punishment for the soul. It's like a prince of a great palace come and do sweeping in the street for living. That is the condition for the soul to take birth. This is not palatable, it's a humiliation. You are a big offense. But we are forced to go through that life. We are forcefully have to take birth and die, death. And we miss this opportunity of practicing Krishna consciousness, even though we get chance. Even though our Guru, whole Guru Parampara is like millions of people, millions of lifetimes, the Krishna is trying to bring one soul to Krishna. And we are not taking it very seriously. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Vakata Sadma Bando Muhi Savadhana Mate. That's why we need to be offer our prayers with careful. Bando Muhi. Muhi means me, I do Bandana. Divya Singha Prabhu ki jai ho, Hari Bo. Bando Muhi Savadhana means very carefully. Jahar Prasade Bhai. Jahar Prasade Bhai. E Baba Toriya Jai, right? E Baba Toriya Jai. When we receive the blessings and mercy from that Guru Parampara, then only we can cross over this Bhavasagara. Toriya Jai means we can cross over this material sense. So we never ever can swim on our own and cross over this material ocean. Here, your strength is not important to cross over this. Even if you are very strong, very powerful personality, you cannot cross over this Bhavasagara. Like to swim in the ocean, one has to know the skill of swimming. At the same time, one has to have a strong muscle, also strength. Otherwise, you will tire in few steps. And anyway, it is not possible to cross the ocean by swimming. But to cross over this material ocean where we have accepted birth and death, not accepted, we are forcefully kept in such a situation where we are continuously changing the body, and it is almost impossible for us. So when we receive the blessing of Guru or the whole parampara or the connection, then this act of crossing over is possible. What is the another line? Sri Guru Charane Rati. Huh? What is the third line? Jamuna? Yeah. Huh? Oh yeah. Anyway, each line are explaining about how Dibya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Right? At some point it says Dibya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. So this transcendental knowledge has to be revealed to us, not by the strength of our study. No matter how many books you study, until Krishna is pleased or Guru is pleased, this secret is not revealed to us. So we should have that unflinching faith and prem. Rati means attachment. Ruchi, taste. We should have that taste and hold the lotus feet of the spiritual master. And by their blessing, this knowledge that I am a spirit soul, this knowledge is revealed to us. Now we know theoretically, I am soul, nat toivaham jatunasam, nat somne vedanadipa, aklid, asesiriam, aklidyoyam, so many definitions, nadayate, mriyate va kadachin, nayam bhutva bhavitamana bhuya, ajunityam sasatoyam purano, nahanyati hanyaman sariri. Dehino snitha dehi kaumaram yuyam jara tatha dehantara prapti virastatra namuyati. So many philosophy about the eternality of the soul we understand, but this revelation of knowledge is done when we receive the parampara's mercy. Chittete Koriya Aikya. Sri Guru Charane Rati. Aise Uttama Gati. What is Chittete? Chittete Koriya Aikya? Means we become like, we embrace the blessing of Guru Parampara and become one with their desires. The whole Guru Parampara is to preach the message of God and to bring the living being to the lotus feet of the Lord. The whole message, you become one with their desires, and you practice Krishna consciousness. It's a matter of deepening our faith and relationship with this philosophy of Guru principle. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that ultimately who inspires us most in bhakti all the way to the Krishna is Srimati Radharani. He is even going beyond Balaram. Balaram is a Guru Sakti, right? Guru Tattva, he gives us strength to fight in this material world. But Srimati Radharani is inspiration, is pulling everything together, and all the living beings get inspiration from her. So there's a beautiful story in Christian saint in philosophy, that there was I heard it long ago. There was one great saint, I do not know the name. If you know the name, let me know. And that saint was very highly elevated, really pure devotee, like about 800 years ago. That time sadhus or saint in any culture would be very pure. In modern days, in nowadays, there are so many fake people. They represent God, but they carry the poison in their heart and they mislead people. They completely pollute the philosophy and they completely deride Krishna and then preach all nonsense that we have seen every day. And they themselves pose as a great gurus, and they present so many nasty logics, and people are easily attracted. The modern generation, they are after logic and argument and everything. If they like something else, if something gives them some solace from this material pangs, then they immediately embrace without understanding and knowing the real matter, the real thing. Like buying real gold and fake gold. In market, in Chinese market, if you go, they are selling gold, everything gold but fake gold. $10, $5, $20, you can buy the whole big chain. We do not know how long it remains yellow, because it's not real. And that saint was in a village preaching the message of God, Jesus. And he was really pure. He had that power that he could talk to God. He could hear God's message. Like yogi, they meditate in trance for so long, and they communicate with super soul with him. They have that capacity. They can understand the instruction of the super soul, and they are not at all attracted by external world, and they are able to meditate thousands of years in the Himalayas in loneliness. They are not lonely, they are with Supreme Lord. Though when we go deep inside and establish that connection with the Supreme Soul, then we are immediately anasakta, we are detached from this material world, and we become udasina gata byatha. We become uninterested in this material world, and all the byatha means your miseries, you're complaining, you're all the time, right? We keep complaining in our life. When we see devotees, either we talk about somebody, we talk about management, we talk about this and that, always complain. So this called Sudra mentality is gone when yogi, they sit on meditation and connect to the Supreme Lord. And devotees, they also enjoy simply keeping themselves busy in doing something. Even in Bhagavatam right now, see somebody else doing something in the behind. She is listening and engaging herself in service. So this way we keep busy and we stop complaining unnecessarily. And the saint was preaching very well, and he could listen to the message. But there was a great obstructor for him, the Satan. What is it called? Satan? A bad person like Maya. Right? Maya. We were talking about Maya could be a guru. Now we are connecting this story there. And the Satan was really disturbed by this saint is getting popular among these villagers. He is really getting very pure. He is not fake. He is really truly embracing the message of Jesus and preaching his message. And he is really training these people up into the Jesus consciousness. Oh, it is big trouble for me. My business is gone now. I should do some trick. He would send some beautiful woman to distract him sometime. Just like in Haridas Thakur life, if you have. When you are doing something good in Krishna consciousness, you will get those distracting elements in our life. We can experience this every day. If not, then our own mind preaches. Go away, enjoy your life. You are restricting yourself from so many beautiful opportunities outside. You are full. So mind preaches us. That's why Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur recommended that before you go to bed or you wake up in the morning, you beat your mind with the shoes for so many times. That means train your mind, not like literally grab a shoes and beat, but train our mind that it can be friend and enemy sometimes. And the saint was sent by a woman, and he was not disturbed. He was fixed in his preaching. And the Satan thought, I will put fire. I will put the church into fire, because the saint will live in the same church. And I tell him that you go live away. And then if you do not leave, then the fire would come in your own body one day. What you do? Then he put the church into fire. The saint was somehow able to extinguish the fire and managed to live and survive. And the Satan came and talked to him. Oh, there was a fire in the church, but you are still living here. What's wrong with you? The fire can come to your body next time. No, I cannot leave my service to the Lord. No matter what happens, all these things are comes and goes, but I should continue serving my Lord. No, you become very puffed up, very pride. You think you are a preacher. You already got that pride in your heart that you become a great preacher and you think you are a preacher. You should be very humble. The follower of Jesus are not become very proud. They become very humble. And then you should leave this place. Man, this is not safe for you. And the saint somehow convinced with the ideas of Maya, Satan. And he was leaving, pack his bag and the left place. And all the villager came. Oh, why are you leaving? You know, we will be like an orphan after you leave. We were really enjoying your company association. And it was great that we were all developing God consciousness together. Please stay, do not leave us. Then he says, no, it's all kind of trouble are coming upon me. I think I am getting puffed up, thinking like I am great devotee. I should be humble and leave the place. And as he was walking by, the Lord talked to him by his name, whatever his name. Mr. A, why are you leaving the church, the place, village? Yeah, and then he said everything else. And then the Lord told him that, why don't he's always after you? Why don't you always after me? And then be determined and continue your service. Why don't you learn a lesson from the Satan? He is never leaving you behind. He is always after you. Why not you become after me at all time? What is the wrong? And the saint says, oh, I never thought that way. And he came back and stayed there and preached. And the Satan said, oh, what happened? You came back? And he says, you do your job to distract me away. I will do my job to serve the Lord. So this is the job of Maya. She drags us always. We fall down, we rise up again. We never give up. Krishna consciousness. There are many situations that puts us down, but keep rising. 1 time, 2 times, 1,000 times, million times, many times. Never give up. Then when the Lord sees that determination in the soul, then that person receives the blessing of the Lord. The weak and miser people, they go away. They run away and look after happiness outside. But the intelligent and philosophical people, they are looking something which is not available from Patala Loka to the Brahma Loka. What is that thing that is not available here? Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prem, the love of God, it is not available here. It is only available in the association of devotees. Srishigonitai ki. So this was all discussion about this morning. Anybody has any questions or comment? I hope we all got some inspiration. So that it helps us to live in Krishna consciousness. All right, Mataji, go ahead. If I offend anything, saying anything, please forgive me. Yeah.
Seems like when people they're very enthusiastic when they get a job, a new job, and they're excited. But after some time, it could be years or whatever, then they become bored, or they're not enthusiastic anymore. They think it's boring, and so when they're coming into Krishna consciousness, sometimes people are very enthusiastic the same way, but after it could be like many years, and then they go, okay, I'm bored of this, and it's the same thing, or I understand it now, so I don't need to. So in terms of staying enthusiastic, does it require just a sense of commitment, and by having that commitment, then Krishna works with you to keep your enthusiasm, or just elaborate on that?
Yeah, in material world, anything that inspire is temporary. It will go away at some time. the study shows that like 60-70% of the people, they study something and they get job completely different from what they study. This inspiration in material world keep shifting from one to another, and that is always temporary. It only lasts forever. Like new movie comes, everybody go. Oh, Bollywood, Hollywood movie from India is there's a show in Phoenix. Let me go. All people go. But after some time, new movie come. Yeah, that movie is not good. This movie is better. Okay, this inspiration comes. There are so many factors that inspire. Money inspires. Relationship inspire. All kind of things inspire in this material world. But because of they not being connected to God, that inspiration fade away in some time. But in devotional life, when we come in the beginning, we have inspiration, great enthusiasm, and that inspiration sometimes fade away, and devotees, they lose faith. It is because we have not established that strong connection yet. We are still running and dancing in the air, like we have not found it on the ground, on the principle, on the philosophy, and not understand this what the meaning of Guru, what do we learn from Guru, how do we connect from our Guru. And the advanced devotee, they say Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Wherever they see this, they learn a lesson that the Lord is everywhere. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Samahatma Sudurlava. This is a technique of devotional service. So we need to learn this technique and make that technique. We practice that technique every day and keep ourselves enthusiastic every day. It is a technique, and also it is a mercy that we need to receive from. When we do not please God and Guru, then definitely the inspiration go away from us. Then when we understand when that inspiration is no longer there with us, then that means we are displeasing somebody. Like if I come to Prabhuji's house and I start doing all kind of nonsense, go to the wall and put so many marks or destroy the computer and everything, and the Prabhuji will kick me out from the home. He cannot be happy. But if I come and assist with him and help him cleaning his kitchen or cooking with him or asking about his kids and things, and then he likes me, and then he offer me beautiful, nice food, everything. This is all coming from pleasing the Supreme Lord. Then inspiration comes from there. If we are disconnected from inspiration, means somewhere we are making some kind of mistakes, offenses, or so many things are connected in that line. So we have to be watch out. That's why it's the Bandha Muhi Savadhan, all the time be careful. We will further study this song more and go even deeper and next time, but just for now it's just like appetizer. Very deep song and very meaningful song. Hare Krishna, everybody together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. May you all get this inspiration always from the Lord. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Any questions? Any other questions? No questions? All right. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.